Right, Tony, we have got a selection of weird and wonderfuls
Did you get these from my allotment?
No. Funnily enough. We get asked questions about some different ingredients and things like that. Some I recognise here and some I don't. So, these.
Okay, that's kohlrabi. So it's almost like the fattened stem of a cabbage.
Yeah, it's got that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, but it's slightly sweeter.
Right.
So you peel that, it's got two kind of membranes, like skins on it. And it's lovely, lovely roasted.
Okay.
You can boil it. You can treat it like a turnip.
Right,
it's slightly sweeter than a turnip. We used to do it, cut it into batons, boil it, and then just serve it with some parsley butter. But I've heard that it's really nice roasted with some Parmesan cheese, maybe a bit of rosemary in there, a bit of dried rosemary. So that's really nice. It's a good all-round kind of vegetable.
Okay. So that's useful. So that's like a cabbage type flavour.
Slightly sweeter, yeah.
Now,
it's got a crunch to it.
These are recognised as okra or lady's fingers.
That's right. So they're used primarily in curries.
Right.
When you slice them, they start to ooze this kind of, the only word I can think, it's not a very culinary word, it's gloop. They're really nice if they're, you slice across them, soak them very quickly, and with like a tomato sauce, base sauce, but a little bit spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really nice. But in curries, they have, it's like a thickening agent. It will thicken, the gloop thickens.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can use that. Pak choy.
I recognise this as pak choy.
Pak choy, or its cousin bok choy, which is slightly smaller and the leaves are rounder with the stems on.
Right,
so pak choy and bok choy, you'll probably see both of those in the supermarkets.
Okay.
And these are just great in Chinese food, and they're, you know, they cook very quickly. Wok them, tiny bit of soy, tiny bit of sesame in there. You do it, or you can just do it with some butter, salt and pepper. Absolutely delicious. In stir fries, they really kind of bulk it out.
What are these?
Muli.
Okay.
Okay, that's called muli. Some people call them white carrots. These are really nice grated in salads. Again, probably you could use them the same as the kohlrabi. They're that kind of type. They have a slight sweet turnipy flavour. Okay. So we can boil them, you can stir fry them, you can grate them. They're lovely pickled. Oh. So if we're allowed vinegar, then, you know, and also you can grate it and mix it with some soy and citrus. We'll add a little bit of citrus. Yeah. Yeah, so soy, citrus, and this grated, fantastic. Really, really nice.
Oh, nice. Now, this looks like an aubergine.
It is a kind of aubergine, yeah. You treat it
exactly the same.
Exactly the same as you would an aubergine. So again, my favourite would be to cut this into kind of 6 pieces, remove the seeds a little bit out, cross it, score it, and then fry it in lots of oil until it's nice and golden brown, and then make a really nice base tomato sauce, and just then once it's fried, because you're doing it long, then cut it into pieces, put it in that tomato sauce with some herbs. Delicious with lamb.
It soaks up fat wonderful if it's like an ordinary aubergine.
Yep.
Now these.
Now they're called Corella.
Okay. They look really weird.
They do look a bit weird, but they're used to slice, fry in curries. Again, it's that kind of Oriental style of food that it lends itself to. They're slightly bitter. Right. A lot of this stuff that we're going to come into now has a bitterness to it. So if you're going to put it into curries, like you'd put tamarind. Into curries, and you use tamarind for an acidity, for like a bitterness. Right. So you could use this, and there's a few other things we'll talk about that are bitter as well. One being this, which is a yellow cucumber. I know it doesn't look like a cucumber, but extremely bitter. As the cucumbers get older and larger, they lose their pigment, the chlorophyll, so it tends to go yellow. But they do get extremely bitter. Right. Okay. So they lend themselves, like the olden days aubergines, to, you know, they were always very bitter. We used to salt them, used to slice them, salt them, wash them
that's
off.
what I got to
Don't have to do that now because they're the way they grow them. But these things would lend themselves to being salted and washed off first. It kind of helps get rid of some of that bitterness.
Right, okay. So moving on to these little things. What are they? That
is a white garden egg. Very similar to the aubergine when you cut them open. Skin pretty similar. Quite bitter, so these definitely would lend themselves to being salted, but would be extremely nice curried in like a curry, tomato-based curry.
So we're using
curry.
really strong flavours for these,
yeah,
really.
Yeah, you are, because they're bitter. They are quite bitter.
This is an old favourite that we use a lot. We love this stuff for low carb, but it does look like, I think I've seen a recipe where they've done it like as a zombie's brain for Halloween.
Yeah, it does look a little bit weird like that. Yeah, but it tastes amazing. If you like celery, it's kind of got that celery flavour. You can treat it like potato. It works pretty much almost the same as potato. It won't go crispy like your roasties on a Sunday, but it just has such a wonderful flavour. It's lovely grated raw. Salt it once it's grated for a few seconds, a minute or a couple of minutes. Wash off the salt, and that just kind of softens it slightly, and then just put that through some mayonnaise. I like mine with a teaspoon of mustard in there, mustard mayonnaise. And if you've got a pate or a slice of ham, that celeriac in mayonnaise is delicious with that. But also you can roast them, you can boil them, you can crush it, like you can make mash out of it, and it's so versatile and low in carbs. It's a real lifesaver. It's very good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We've shown you a few unusual vegetables, or they may be unusual to you. Some of you watching might know all of them and use them a lot. But if you haven't and you spot them, why not give it a try? And we'll see you very soon.